And we are back with another one. Yo guys, today we have Welcome to Noxus, dropping the cinematic that Riot Games is about to put out. I'm super excited. What's going on with everyone else? Is everyone excited? What are we doing? What's the energy like? Alright. Let's just see what's happening. Let's just see what's happening here. Alright, sick. Yeah. No, this is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be a really big one. I had a bunch of stuff lined up as well. The first one is we're just gonna look over the Mordekaiser cinematic. So without further ado, let's check that out. This guy we might be seeing again today. It's just a little prediction I have. We're seeing this guy today. Yo. Hey, I gotta be respectful. Let's up the quality. Yo, at least 1080. Alright. Yeah, we gotta see some more though. We gotta see some more. If we're being completely honest, they gotta show us some more. Here's Vladimir. This is that cinematic where he's kind of dipping Swain in the city. Let's go through this. I'm excited. Noxus characters. Let's go. All we're talking is Noxus today. That's all we're doing. League of Legends Noxus. That's the whole day. Rel, Elise, LeBlanc, Vladimir, Kled, Darius, Draven. I'm excited. I'm rubbing my hands, bro. So obviously I've already heard some people already, before they've even watched the cinematic, before anyone has seen it, already complain that Fortiche is the one making the cinematic. Apparently that's a controversial thing. I don't know why though, because I feel like Fortiche did a good job on Arcane. But apparently there's a sect of League of Legends fans who don't want to be Arcane fans as well. So that's going on. But it should be good. Bro, if it looks like this, I'm gonna be mad disappointed. What is this? Low poly model. It better look cinematic. That's all I'm saying. Vladimir. I love the fact that Swain is watching him at the end, just monitoring his behavior. So does that mean we're gonna finally get a resolution to this clash? Is that what we're gonna see today? Vladimir, Swain, the clash. Whew. How many more minutes do we have left, guys? How many more minutes do we have left? Let's see if I can see my chat. Yo, what's happening? Please. Alright, while I'm doing that, let's check out
the helpless fight.
The Iron Maiden.
The hardened live. That's what they taught me. What they forced down my throat. They wanted me to be strong, ruthless, cold as iron.
Yeah. This is about to be so hardcore. This is gonna be epic. Oh, just hold up. Alright. Let me run that back. Hade. Excuse me. Hade just means sorry in South Africanese for those who are not educated. Hade.
That's what they taught me. What they
forced
down my throat. They wanted me to be strong, Ruthless. Cold as iron.
Ooh, what if we get Rel today? Ah. I like everything about this cinematic until this part. I don't know, it just falls apart. It looks like CGI anime, you know? This is okay. This is where it starts losing me, where she starts getting the armor. We need the high poly version of this, is what I'm saying. You get me? Because the way it looks now is trash, bruv. It's utter trash. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Look how she look how she running, man. No, we're not doing this. But how I feel about it is, if we just get this translated, this character raw today, I'm gonna be so happy, dude. I just want to see her like using ferromancy, like moving metal. And isn't she the best character to counter Mordekaiser as well? Is that not a thing? So there she is, heading towards the Iron Bastion. I'm so hyped up. Alright, where are we? Where are we? How much time do we have left? 7 minutes, guys. What's going on? What's going on, chat? Oh man, this is about to be crazy, yo. This is about to be super fire. Show Bafanas. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, so we got 7 minutes left. I think we can go through the entire Ruination cinematic. This one had Darius. And it had Samira.
What did you do to this thing?
You'll have it fixed by Mudtown. With currency.
Not the entire thing, not the entire thing. Let's go to where the Noxian characters are. So the story goes, Viego comes back.
My queen,
You will destroy this world.
she is my world.
She is my world. Yeah, okay, so we have seen Samira in a cinematic, which lowers her chances of making this one. My call is Swain, Elise, LeBlanc, Rel. I think those characters. Darius as well in the background. He's been in a lot of media, so maybe we don't see him. Karma! I think a thing Riot does really well, let's talk about character designs. A thing Riot does really well is they know how to create characters for their region. They know that, okay, if it's Noxian, it's got to be dark, ironclad armor, that heavy metal look. The silhouettes are really jagged. The silhouettes are usually very strong. They have those triangular silhouettes. They don't really have a lot of round shaped silhouettes. In Noxus, you won't see any Gragas kind of characters, you know what I'm saying. Everyone in Noxus is based off strength, and you also see a lot of the characters from there tend to be scarred up. They tend to have something wrong with them. Of course, like with Swain, he's missing an entire arm, bro. Everyone from Noxus has some sort of scar on their face. Even Katarina, who happens to be an assassin. And what I like about it is it gives them room to explain how they all got their battle scars as well when they're doing the storytelling. I mean, this is great. This is fire. This alone, this was 2021. I think this is up there with one of my favorites. Right, let's get back to Noxian characters. I just wanted to show you that Darius and Samira were also in the Ruination thing. So that's a step up. Just go and check how we're doing here. Alright, sick. Let's see. The cinematic is about to launch, bro. Yeah, I'm excited. Hey man, look at the chat in the cinematic. Chat is going crazy. People are predicting Victor. A lot of people are saying LeBlanc. Yeah, justice for LeBlanc, man. She has to be in this one. She has to be. We got 3 minutes to burn. Oh, okay. One more thing. Speaking about LeBlanc.
The best lies are beautiful.
So they gave her an intro for
Places
the
to
card
go,
game itself.
people to be. Surprised to see me. Are you certain? I've been expecting you.
So basically the Black Rose and LeBlanc have a bunch of different characters around them. And maybe we just get a lot of Black Rose. I know that in terms of how they've been building Arcane and how they've been building everything else, it kind of leads us to believe that we are going to be seeing the Black Rose in this cinematic. What they'll be doing will be very, very interesting. Are they going to be trying to stop Mordekaiser? Is it going to be a continuation of Mel's story from Arcane? What are they going to do with Welcome to Noxus? Boy, I am so hyped. We have 60 seconds. No time to waste. Let me just refresh. Let me make sure we're good. Oh, this is about to be fire. Alright, let's go in the chat. Let's go. For those of you who are with me, we are about to eat real good. We're about to chow real nice, bro. Why are people saying Victor? Why are people trolling in the chat, man? Yo, Premiere, dog. Let's get this refreshed. Oh my word. Season 1. Welcome to Noxus. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gonna be heat. That's all I know. Come on guys. Stop teasing us. We'll premiere shortly. Come on guys. Stop playing with me like this. Stop doing this to me. Some people are already watching. What do you mean, Astrobot? Riot! Please! People are saying 1 minute left. Why isn't it starting? Like for me, the countdown was 60 seconds ago and it was supposed to be rolling. But we're all waiting. Let's subscribe to League of Legends while we're at it. Let's give them the subscribe finally, after all these years. Oof, this is gonna be a huge bomber. Now this can go one of two ways. They can either really drop the ball on this, like we could all end up watching this and be mega disappointed, because there's so much. Okay. 5 minutes. Yeah, so as I was saying, we got a little bit of a timeline. We can all be super hyped about what's gonna happen, or mega disappointed. And yeah, I'm hoping for something a bit lengthy as well. I'm hoping they give it a nice length, bro, because we can't be stuck here with like a 2-minute cinematic. Really, you guys have had the whole year. You've planned a whole series. The budgets are crazy at Riot Games. You know what I'm saying? Who do you guys think is going to be in it? Who are your character predictions? I've already given Mordekaiser at the end, maybe. I feel like they're building towards Mordekaiser with the Black Rose. So something to do with Mordekaiser. Elise, LeBlanc, Vladimir, Black Rose characters. Swain. We do have to see Swain in some form. Rel, Darius. It's tough. Will we be seeing other regions? Because they tell us welcome to Noxus, but maybe that's like a red herring. I saw Ezreal in a Black Rose skin. And while I don't want to give a lot of weight to that, could there be something to it? Yeah, who do you guys think is going to be in it? Let me check. What are you guys saying? No one's even giving predictions. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's move. Let's move. Let's see what's happening. Oof. Okay, let me get back to it. Alright, so I'm just going to respond to what other people are thinking here in the actual chat. Mel, Kane is another one. That's a good shout. Victor, no. I don't want to see Victor again. Kled. Yeah, Kled could be in it very easily. Katarina. I need Katarina. Hey man, Katarina's gotten a lot of cinematic love. She might not be there. But if Swain is there, she's got higher chances. Talon. Evelyn. I forgot Evelyn exists. Evelyn. That's a good shout as well. Cassiopeia. Cassio. Snake Lady. People are saying Mel, my queen, Mel. This is going to be tough. Are they going to use this as a springboard to announce Mel as a champion? Surely that's a good angle. But I know Riot Games, like, in the past, they didn't really springboard off of Arcane. So they hit the slam dunk on Arcane and then they kind of left it with all of the other material. So I'm not sure they're going to go that way. Who else are we going to see? Lux. You're not getting Lux. Vladimir. Yeah. I think Vladimir is a great shout for this. I won't lie. People are saying buff Zed. The problem with Zed is that his gameplay is so cancerous. As soon as you allow him to get a little bit too strong, a little bit too overtuned, he really just dominates every character on Summoner's Rift. I think it's not really a Zed thing because I play a little bit of Zed. Zed isn't the problem in League of Legends right now. It's the rest of the cast. It's the entire meta. It's very hard to play an assassin if you are not highly skilled at that assassin. I think there are some good shots in low elo though. I'm speaking from a low elo perspective, bro. I'm not talking high elo. From low elo, I think you just play like a Diana. Diana's pretty safe. Or you play jungle assassins. You play something like Evelyn. But I think I'd rather play Graves in jungle. IMO. In my opinion. Alright, we got almost 30 seconds left. People are saying Echo was the MVP. He was, but we're not seeing him in this. This is all about Noxus. Bite marks. No, we're seeing Elise, bro. We have to see Elise. Bite marks. You get me? Spider. Bites. Bite marks. Surely we see Elise. Am I tripping? Alright, let's get into it. Yo. Hype. 5, 4, 2. Let's go.
Noxus is where the strong gather. It seeks the fearless and defiant, calling them here to answer one simple question. Are you strong enough?
Take off the armor on your chest. What's left inside?
Black Rose. Darius. What happened to Darius? My boy Darius.
Bite marks cut through the skin. I like it when the bite marks cut through the skin.
Who's this? Katarina. Ooh. Elise. Oh! Whoa! Get in! Match. Whoa! Hey! Hey! No, 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 not like this, not the mountain. Okay. Okay, bite marks. Yeah. I caught it. Oh! What? Oh, the eyes, bro. Okay, the Bastion. Let's go. Yo! Hey! Yo! Damn! Okay. Is there more? Oh, there she is.
The path seems to lead us closer to chaos. Perhaps we should focus on the opportunity that's washed up on our shores.
Unforeseen turns are simply part of any path.
Yes, but that, darling, is a step too far. Even for us.
Piltover was a lesson, Vladimir. Calamity is always approaching. In some moments, its arrival is more imminent than others. Our next move must be bolder, not safer.
We finally saw LeBlanc, boy. Justice. Hey man, I've been calling it LeBlanc, Vladimir, Elise. That was crazy, bro. What? Oh, let's see what the chat is saying. Yeah, that was fire. Oh, no, we didn't get Riven and Aurelia. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But damn. Yo, that was so crazy. I think people are going to be upset with the characters that were left out. There's a lot of the cast which just didn't make it. We got Swain who didn't make it. We got Traven that didn't make it. Cled. Man, there's a lot of people who didn't make it. But as far as the Black Rose, that was fire. That was fire. So the next thing in Noxus has to do more with the Black Rose. People are saying 4 out of 10. People are crying. I don't care. I'm going to rewatch that. And now we're going to go through it. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. We're going to see what was happening. Let's run through it. Let's run through it. Okay, first watch. We just wanted to respect it a bit.
Noxus is where the strong gather.
Okay. So,
It
I suppose those are LeBlanc's
seeks the
eyes.
fearless and
So LeBlanc is the one giving the entire voiceover as well. It's her eyes that we see, and she's looking
Calling them here.
at all of these kind of ruins that she's making. These do somewhat look a little bit arcane-y, you get me?
To answer one simple question. Are you strong enough?
I shouldn't say runes, those are sigils. In this universe, there's a little bit of a difference. We can see that Mal has taken over all of her forces. She's finally back. She's on the shores where her mother was. So she comes through Rockruined. This area is Rockruined. This is where she is from. This is her mother's homeland. And her mother, I suppose, even gives birth to her here. Her mother and her almost died here as well. That's interesting. So she's back as a Madada in her homeland. And she starts pathing towards the Bastion, the Immortal Bastion. If you don't know, the Immortal Bastion is way up in terms of the territory. It's like a country away. So she still has such a long way to path to get to the Immortal Bastion once she arrives in Noxus.
Take off the armor on your chest.
Okay, we now know this is Katarina, and Katarina, for some reason, is infiltrating the Black Rose Hive. And I shouldn't even say for some reason. It means that Swain sent her. So Swain sends Katarina into the Black Rose Hive as somewhat an assassin. So she has to deal with Elise or someone else. So it's either Elise, Vladimir, or LeBlanc who she has to take out. Okay, this is something I didn't like. Why does Darius not look like Darius here? Like his facial structure. You know, Darius, I know him with more of a jawline, and he's supposed to look humongous. You get what I'm saying? I understand that they tried to give him that like triangular figure, but I think right now this Darius looks more like Draven in stature. Darius is supposed to be huge, bro, like massive. He needs, and I get the shoulder pads are massive. Like if you look at the shoulder pads, they're huge. The shoulder guards rather, and the iron armor. But this silhouette just doesn't look very Darius to me. I like how they portrayed him in Legends of Runeterra. If you've seen the way they did him there, in terms of the card game, that's a better portrayal of this character. He looks malnourished here, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's young Darius. And of course he's fighting Trundle. This was not in my bingo card for the cinematic at all, bro.
I like it when the bite marks cut through.
Alright, so here we can see more of the rose imagery. They're just feeding into that black rose imagery. I suppose this is where the black rose is. But this, to me, looks more like the Immortal Bastion. So I wonder why this symbol, which looks more like a rose, is on this. We're gonna break this down. We're gonna analyze the cinematic at some points, and we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna drop a video on this, definitely. But let's go through it. Let's skim through. So this looks a lot like the Black Rose skins that they dropped, the skin line. I think Ezreal got one, Elise got one, Katarina, of course. You know what's smart as well? Like I just caught this. This is smart. Katarina, her ultimate, the way she does it is she spins around. So by making everyone spin in this sort of like dance, this ritual dance that they're doing, eyes wide shut, it really does play into what Katarina does as a character as well. And that's what I like about Fortiche when they work with Riot. There's a lot of detail. But in fact, Riot games in general, there's always that extra level of detail and attention to what their characters do and how to build that into the narrative. This was smart. She does the spin, and then that other spin is to represent Katarina as well. That's super clever. That's 200 IQ, man. They got us. I think Vladimir's the mark. Vladimir was supposed to be the mark. Yeah, that looks more like a Vlad, eh? That looks like a Vlad or someone else. But whoever is the mark here does not get hit. Why did it restart? I didn't go back. YouTube. Okay, so storytelling, from my perspective, what's going on here, in my mind, what has happened. And this confirms the timeline. People were saying Swain doesn't exist in this timeline. I think Swain is already the leader of Noxus in this timeline, as it stands. But we can go back and forth about that a bit later. But what I think has happened here is that we have Vladimir here. We have Vladimir. And Vladimir causes a row, causes commotion in Noxus. He starts to move a bit more bold, as LeBlanc says. And he tears up some of the Trifarian forces. The Trifarians are just the main soldiers of Noxus. What's his name? Rictus. Rictus is also a Trifarian from Arcane. So I think what happens is Vladimir, boom, causes chaos in Noxus. And it somewhat challenges this guy, Swain. And Swain's not going to have disruption in his city. No. So Swain sees this. He's monitoring everything. And he's been monitoring the Black Rose. And because he's been monitoring them and he's been seeing what's going on with them, he ends up sending Katarina to get rid of Vladimir. That's my call. But instead, she bumps into Elise. Yo. Ooh. Oof. Again, just we see all of these moves and these types of animations in League as well. Not this. That was good. That was good. Should they have added someone other than Darius? Yes. Yeah. They should have told a different story. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I'm gonna be fair. Darius has been in so much League of Legends cinematics and media, and I know he is the quintessential face of Noxus. He's the Garen. You need Garen. But if there was ever a time to just leave him out and put in Swain, this was the time. You had to put in Swain. And not like hinting at Swain, not a guess. You had to put in the real Swain, the real deal. Even if maybe the timeline is a bit defunct and he's on his way to Ionia right now, you had to put him in. We got a lot of Malmadada love. Pretty much confirmation that she will be a champion, but we've all known this for a long time. Okay, this scene, the small little like flip over this to the Bastion is a little bit important, because if you remember in Arcane, her painting was of the Bastion, the immortal Bastion, and it had a lot of accents of red, and it was somewhat gold. It was like a red and gold painting, lots of black as well, and we can see that resonated here as well, except in her painting, and her mother sees this at the end of Arcane. After her mother comes through to Piltover, Mel decides to splash gold paint all over the immortal Bastion. So her role with her going to that actual building that she sprayed gold paint over, it now leads me to believe that she's got a much more significant role in Noxus, and she might be someone who changes or heavily influences where the story is going to go from here on out. We'll see how that plays out though. I just wanna... Yo, this is so creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. Yeah. Oh, man. So, Elisa Spiderlings. Okay, Vladimir was not the mark. I was wrong about that. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? I'm checking the character design. I see like claw-like hands. Am I just missing who this is? Yo, chat, help me out. Does anyone know? It's young Darius. Yeah, he does look good. No, he looks good, but the thing about Darius, he looks really good, but he just doesn't look like Darius. He looks small Darius. Yeah, their art style is great, and yeah. You think he looks old? To me, he looked really young. Oh, the guy with the claw. Yeah. The guy with the claw, not Darius. Yeah. This dude, this guy. Yeah, he looks very uncanny, man. Have we seen this character before? Am I just like having a brain fart right now? No. I don't know this character. No, there's no way. This is not someone we've seen before. Is it present timeline? I think it is present timeline. I think what they're gonna do now with Arcane is that they're going to move Arcane like it's the present timeline of the story. So where Arcane is, the story is, and then they'll do backstories for everything else. That's why in one of my older videos I was saying that what's his name? Swain does exist, and he's probably already invaded Ionia, and how that's going to be told is through flashbacks. Yeah, no, he's not in League. But he does look old and sage-like. Yeah. Nah, he's not in League. Yo, what's up everyone? Yeah, this is crazy. Let's just continue. So this guy was the mark. This was who Katarina had to kill. But again, Swain is the person who sends Katarina around. In the traditional lore, that's how it works. Could it be her father? No. Nah. Her father traditionally doesn't work with the Black Rose, but her mother and her sister are in the Black Rose. So it's a very weird family dynamic. So Cassiopeia is Katarina's sister. Talon is her brother. Talon is not in the Rose. Talon and Katarina are essentially assassins, and they were trained by the father. The mother trains Cassiopeia, and Cassio is essentially in the Black Rose. But she's more like in Shurima. She's not really in Noxus. So could this be Katarina's own dad? Maybe? Hey bro, and the guy's just monitoring the fights. I didn't notice while it was going on. He's just sipping the grape juice, watching them fight. What is this? Yo, he gotta get involved. Oof. No, at least look good. No, the fight scenes were great. The fight scenes were great. Ooh, I love that shot. Just before, I just want to talk about Mel a bit. So Mel, the interesting thing about her is that she acts like a conduit to other mages. Basically, what they mean by that is that if you hit Mel with magic, she can kind of just counter it with her own magic. She's like a counter mage. I wonder how this is going to play out in League, because I don't think it's going to be the same thing. But yeah, you don't really want to be attacking her with mages. You really want to be getting assassins up close to this character to deal with her in this part of the universe, in the arcane kind of League of Legends universe. This kind of backs what Mark Merrill was saying as well. Mark Merrill is like the leader of Riot Games. He was saying that they've somewhat established a relationship with Fortiche. So moving forward, all of the storytelling will be linked to what they're doing with Arcane as well. So there's no more a separation between the League of Legends universe and the Arcane universe. They are all intertwined. They are all now one thing. And even the cinematics and the storytelling with Fortiche will be the same. Now my question about this is that, does this mean with each part of the season we're gonna get one of these? Because in my opinion, if they can animate an entire season in around 3 years, if they can put together a 6-hour segment of footage doing this with Fortiche in 2 years, they can definitely put together 2 or 3 minutes in each interval of the year to drop one of these. So is this going to be now that we get 2 or 3 of these per annum in build up towards what I think will be the big bomb, which is not just the next series, which is probably going to be in Noxus, Demacia, Ionia, those 3 regions. Not just that, but the big bomb, which is the MMORPG, which I do think we're seeing around 2028, 2027. It's going to be a long wait for that, but yeah, it looks like they are building towards that. I've said this before, it looks a lot like what Marvel was doing. Let me check chat. Let me check what chat is saying. What are you guys saying? Arcane is super dope. It's super dope. Yeah, it's mad dope. What's up, Yusuf? Arcane is the present. Yeah. Alright, cool. Not much comments. The Arcane spin-off. The spin-off. Yeah. So there's gonna be another Arcane spin-off, another series. Spin-offs. Was it spin-offs? They did say they want to do a lot, but I think what it was is one was already in production, and then another one, they hadn't started production, but they're looking at making more. So it was a live action and a Arcane-like series, an animated series. Okay, let's wrap this up. I've mumbled quite a bit. Let's do this. I even forgot that I was gushing about this shot of Elise going up and watching Katarina. And then her eyes transform. Let's just watch it. That's cinema. And that's what Fortiche Studios does really well. If you've ever watched a lot of music videos like I have, I used to break down tons of music videos. I used to follow a lot of the directors, people like David Mayers, Brother. There's this directing duo called Brother Films, the Daniels, etc. So I watched a lot of music videos. Basically, what is quintessential in music videos is effects, bro. Especially in rap, hip-hop. You gotta add in a lot of effects. And what Fortiche does really well is that they build in these effects, but they do it in a way that helps with the storytelling. So here, when we see the mirror effect of Katarina, it's to just add a layer of storytelling that, oh, Elise's eyes have changed in a flash. She blinked and she transformed into the spider. Can someone explain? Okay, wait. There's something I don't get about Mel. Let's deep dive this. Let's look carefully. Let's look carefully. No rush. Okay, so Darius earns the respect of the ice trolls by defeating their kings. That's important. So they weren't really fighting with him. This was an honorable duel. Important. Okay, what is that? What is that? What is this? It's a statue? And she puts up a barrier, like a shield. Why is this statue being dropped on her though? What's happening here in this shot? Who is this statue? Who's got a guess on this? What makes me think the RPG will be in 27 to 28? So, in my opinion, I just feel like they don't have enough time. They didn't restart production, but they kind of changed the direction of the RPG. And I know that Riot Games, as a company, they like to cross their T's and dot their I's. They like spending a lot of time on something. So we might not be seeing the RPG for a very long time, but I think 27, 28 is when they'll be done with all of the other series. They'll have some nice build up into it. That's a decent timeline. I think anything before that will unfortunately be too soon. But if we get like an alpha in like 26, at the end of 26, I'll be so happy, bro. I won't lie, I'll be so happy. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay, so that was more of a prophecy, so we won't actually get answers. It's like she's seeing a vision of what's going to happen. So is the arcane, when you're intertwined with the arcane, does that give you the inherent ability to see visions of the future from time to time, or see your fate or your destiny? We do see LeBlanc kind of tell Mel that there's a problem. So LeBlanc would have had to see a prophecy or a vision of the future that was a bit messed up for her to be able to give Mel that prophecy that we saw in Arcane. Okay. So Mel is approaching the Mortal Bastion, so she's gonna be back in Noxus. To do what? We're not sure, but it probably has to do with the Black Rose. Hey, and we finally get to see LeBlanc. I don't know, she looks a little bit uncanny. Not uncanny, just a bit different to how I know her to look. But I don't mind this look. This is, you know, it's that mature kind of vibe, magical. She does have like a French aesthetic to her as well. No, they cooked. They cooked. What's special about the way they do the art style for me is how they get small details like the makeup to really stick out, and we can see that it's her eyes we were seeing throughout the cinematic. When they were zooming in, we get a confirmation of that. They have kind of changed how her diadem looks, so it's now a diamond. Things like that are somewhat important. because it gives us an idea of style markers to look. When we see this diamond like this, we can maybe draw an association to LeBlanc, what she wants to do.
Every new path seems to lead us closer to chaos. Perhaps we should focus on the opportunity that's washed up on our shores.
The opportunity that's washed up on our shores. Mal Madada. Mal earlier in the cinematic, if you notice, she was on the shore. So they're definitely talking about Mal there. So she's an opportunity, but to do what?
Unforeseen turns are simply part of any path.
Yes, but that, darling, is a step too far. Even for us.
Piltover was a lesson, Vladimir.
Okay, Piltover was a lesson, so they allowed the Piltover thing to happen. LeBlanc didn't really get what she wanted, but she's moving on. She's fine. Her plans are okay. So what's she gonna say? Calamity is what? It sounds like what Littlefinger said in Game of Thrones. Chaos is a ladder. I'm just gonna restart the dialogue. I want to listen very carefully to what they say.
And for us.
Piltover was a lesson, Vladimir. Calamity is always approaching. In some moments, its arrival is more imminent than others. Our next move must be bolder, not safer.
Okay, so she feels that calamity is approaching because of what she witnessed in Piltover. So she allowed that to happen to see what was kind of going on with the arcane. That's why she didn't get too close to it. She didn't want to get caught in range of the blast or whatever was going to happen. So she was just monitoring it. But she feels like calamity is approaching. The next thing that's important is who sigil is this? I know it's LeBlanc's sigil, but who is this supposed to represent? What is this about? The eye? Eye. Does anyone have like 3 eyes? Is it an eye even? Am I tripping? Yo, chat, I need the assist. For me, she looks a lot better. Yeah. She's well put together. I won't deny she's well put together. I don't even have a complaint. I just think she looks different. I liked how she looked in Legends of Runeterra. Glad Renata and Ezreal were not there because it doesn't make sense for them being there. Didn't Necrit do a video on that, kind of explaining what was that about? Looks like a darkened dagger. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So the darken. So Aatrox, Varus, them type of people. Oh yeah, no, you're right. So which character? So is it the Darken who are tied to Arcane? Is that what's going on? The Darken are tied to the Arcane. Ram is also a Darken, if I'm not mistaken. The demon that's attached to Swain. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Anyone have a huge theory about what this is? As I go back and forth between chat, just because of the way I'm doing it, this is gonna disappear off screen. No one has anything else to say about it. No one has a better guess on this. It's bugging me now. I need to know. Okay, I'm gonna go into the lore. I'm gonna do a deep dive on this. I think you guys have a really good guess about it being Darken. So the Darkens are tied to sigil magic, which LeBlanc uses, and they tied to the arcane as well. Maybe. Yeah, she looks better. She looks more complete. I think she fits what she's supposed to be here a lot better. She looks different than what I expected. That's the thing. Wow. This is incredible. So the white wall motif, these kind of like really whitewashed walls, seem to be a calling card for LeBlanc right now. Of course, we have her iconic black nails, her hand. And then we have Vladimir, someone who I have not spoken about a lot, but that's because he is somewhat a side character. He is a side piece to LeBlanc, but that does not mean he is not a threat. Don't get me wrong, he is a proper threat. He's a menace. Alright guys, that was the cinematic. I don't think there's anything left to really break down or dig into. That was exciting. That was exciting. Isn't it like Neferi? Maybe. Alright, I think we're gonna call it on Welcome to Noxus. That was hardcore. I'm gonna get into breaking down the lore for you guys and seeing what else is there. Hidden moments in the cinematic. Thanks so much if you tuned in. Thanks for spending time with me. This was fire. Be sure to hit that like button, of course, you know, the typical YouTube stuff. And I'm off. Peace.